A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air all night comes heart. Critical stakeholders at a technical workshop on primary healthcare revitalization and operationalization held in Abuja have expressed the hope that the sector will deliver significantly improved services at the grassroots level on account of local government autonomy. Representing President Bola Tinubu, Special Advisor to the President on Health, Dr. Salma Ibrahim Anas, said stakeholders should leverage on the Supreme Court's ruling to turn around grassroots health.
We know the functions of the primary health care, the responsibilities of primary health, which cut across from health promotion, disease and prevention, both communicable and non-communicable disease, protection, including gender-based violence and abuses protection, treatment of basic health care problems within communities at the PHC level. And it also serves as a rehabilitation center with a referral system that should be established between it and the next level of secondary level of care and also the tertiary care.
Community health architecture that can reposition the local government councils.
So by this autonomy, it is making the local government, to step up action, to take responsibility, because they live close to the people. They understand the yearnings of their people, the health problems of their people, and how to address those problems. We know
governments in Nigeria to ensure proper service delivery. The All Progressives Congress APC campaign tour has entered Ovia Northeast local government area in Edo State, visiting Uhiere, Isiuwa Wards 7 and 8, Odigi, Okada, and adjoining communities. The electorates were called upon by the party's governorship train to uphold the Ovia agenda with the promise to end the spate of herdsmen attack on the people. Our political correspondent Anthony Momodu has been on the campaign train and now brings us details.
The APC campaign train began its tour of Ovia Northeast local government areas, visiting Odege community and a once-renowned Ebomisi secondary school renowned as Edo Best but now in ruins in the Ogbogbo community. The APC governorship candidate, Senator Monday Okpeholo, expressed sadness at the state of the school and vowed to reconstruct the school.
They are going to renovate all these things. Those blocks that need to give away, we give them away and build the new structures. So it's sorry for Edo people that for our children, that for 8 years, this is what we get for voting for PDP. We are coming on board to do the right thing.
Within the first 6 months, we are going to make sure most of these schools are renovated.
Where Oshomone leave the school, now there the school better rich.
In the tour of local communities, the APC promised to provide electricity and basic amenities. The APC governorship candidate, Senator Monday Okpeholo, also promised to employ not less than 5,000 teachers for the communities within 100 days in office if voted to power.
Insecurity will become a thing of the past.
Thank you, sir.
In education, when we are sworn into office, less than 100 days in the office, we will employ over 5,000 teachers.
The red roof are due for the primary side. Now they move the children from the secondary where there is no table, no roof, no ceiling. They move them to the primary school.
There is no gainsaying that the All Progressive Congress is preparing for the September 21st Guba polls by tightening all loose ends, hoping to wrestle power from the People's Democratic Party. Anthony Momodu reporting from Benin City for Global Television News.
In a related development, a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress APC, Pastor Sagi Izayamu, has assured the people of Edo State that the party is determined to implement the local government autonomy program without any delay. Again, Anthony Momodu reports.
The former All Progressive Congress governorship candidate and former secretary to the government of Edo State, Pastor Ize Andrew Iyamo, has assured the Edo State people of Senator Monday Okpeholo's determination to implement the local government autonomy as soon as he wins at the polls.
The councils are going to become viable again. Their monies will be domiciled in their local governments. And it's for us now to ensure that there's accountability. Those who are there, we will hold them responsible for the funds that come. And we're going to demand from the federal government that what they used to do in the time of Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Iweala, when allocations are published, not just state by state, but local government by local government, should be reintroduced.
The APC chieftain called out the outgoing government for the poor state of affairs of the state and to be prepared to be probed.
We have had 8 years of very bad governance, 8 years of deceit, 8 years of lies in those states. When you consider the huge amount that has come to these states, and you see the so-called development, it's shameful. Everywhere they pretend they are doing projects, all uncompleted. Contractors not on site because they are not paid. But I want to believe that the Edo people will cry out for justice. Edo people realize that they are being short-charged.
As Nigerians warm up to the autonomy given to the local governments across the 36 states of the Federation, it is hoped that the 774 local government areas in the country will experience a new lease of life for the betterment of the people and the nation's democratic journey. Anthony Momodu reporting from Benin City for Global Television News.
Anthony Momodu, thank you so very much for that reporting from Benin City, Edo State. Let's turn to other stories for you now. President Bola Tinubu has given assurances that the Ibadan-Abuja-Kaduna-Kano Railway project would be completed to the satisfaction of Nigeria and West Africa at large. The president said this during a visit to the headquarters of China Railway Construction Company in Beijing. His spokesman, Ajiri Ngalali, said this, that he acknowledged the role of the company as a reliable partner in Nigeria's infrastructure development program and commended its ongoing railway projects in the country. Governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party have criticized the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, over his threat to destabilize their state for supporting River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara. The governor's response was contained in a statement by its Director General of the PDP Governors Forum, Emmanuel Agbo. As the political battle between Wike and his predecessor and estranged political godson Fubara rages, the PDP governors at their recent meeting declared support for Fubara, insisting that he should take control of the party in Rivers State. Operatives of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, in Ondo State have apprehended 7 individuals for alleged involvement in illegal mining, theft, and armed robbery, according to a statement issued by the Corps spokesperson, Daniel Adamembo. The arrests were made following an extensive intelligence operation targeting the suspects' criminal activities. Borno State government has expressed its readiness to collaborate with the Federal Ministry of Youth Development to empower youths through renewable energy initiatives and enhance their resilience. Governor Babagana Zulum made the commitment during a meeting with the Minister of Youth Development, Dr. Jamilu Bio Ibrahim, at the Northeast Youth Stakeholders Town Hall meeting held at the Maiduguri Government House. The National Youth Service Corps has assured Corps members that the 33,000 Naira monthly stipend will be increased once the federal government implements the new minimum wage. The Corps Director General, Shua Ahmed, stated this when he was in Kebbi and Sokoto states to address the 2024 Batch B Stream 2 Corps members at the orientation camps in both states. He stated that Corps members' contributions to the country's socio-economic development are invaluable, emphasizing that members of the scheme should use their service year to develop themselves and plan for a brighter future. Let's stay in Nigeria's north now, where Jigawa State government is set to establish 5 dialysis centers in the state. Commissioner for Health, Dr. Mohammed Kawwa, made this known in Dutse in the opening of bids for the award of contracts for the construction of diagnostic center and completion of the Dija and Kazari Specialist Hospitals. The commissioner said the dialysis centers will be established in the headquarters of Dutse, Dejia, Kauzari regime and Gomel Emirates. Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang has awarded contracts for the construction of 55 new secondary schools across the state. Speaking during the contract signing at the new government house at Little Railfield, Jos, the governor said the new schools must adhere to international standards and serve as models for future educational developments. According to him, the move marks a significant step in his administration's commitment to transforming the state's educational infrastructure. You're watching News Cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. When the news returns, mother-daughters killed in a new wave of strikes on Ukraine. We will tell you more about that and bring you other stories after this break. Please stay with us. This is Global Television, bringing you a live broadcast of News Cycle with Uyi Agmofwebe. Thank you so very much for staying with us. Now let's turn to business for you. Our marketers are awaiting the price of premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, produced by Dangote Petrochemical Refinery, following the announcement by the plant that only the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, will lift the product from the refinery at the moment. Premium Motor Spirit was officially launched by the $20 billion plant located in Lekki Free Trade Zone in Lagos. President of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, announced that the 650,000 capacity oil refinery had commenced petrol production. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, has dismissed claims that it plans to regulate the prices of food items and other commodities in the Nigerian market. It clarified that its recent directives are solely aimed at curbing exploitative practices and maintaining a competitive marketplace. It disclosed this in a statement by its Director, Special Duties and Strategic Communication, on J. Ngwaju. Meantime, the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority has announced that the Dangote refinery is set to supply 25 million liters to petrol daily to the Nigerian market. The $20 billion refinery, which has a capacity of 650,000 barrels per day, is expected to increase this supply to 30 million liters per day by October. Chairman Oluyole Local Government Area, Engineer Akeem Olatunji, has said its acceleration of electricity supply to over 15 communities, including the council secretariat, after over 10 years of total blackouts. Business and other related activities have been paralyzed in the affected areas prior to the intervention of the present local government administration. The development has resulted in the location of businesses to the neighboring local government areas by their respective orders. The managing director of Lanre Shitu Motors, Taiwo Shitu, has appealed to President Bola Tinubu to support indigenous auto assembly companies to enable them mass-produce compressed natural gas-powered vehicles to sustain the CNG campaign. According to a statement from the firm, he stated this in Lagos at a media briefing, where he stated that its readiness to flood the market with locally assembled full CNG buses. The Federal Ministry of Power says Nigeria's power generation has risen to a 3-year high of 5,313 megawatts. It declared this in a statement issued by the media aide to the Power, Bolaji Tunji, noting that electricity distributors should ensure the distribution of the generated energy. Imo State Ministry of Digital Economy and E-Government has concluded a training program for children in creative technology. The Build-A-Turn holiday camp aims to introduce children to technology and empower them to solve everyday problems. Our reporter Amarachi Ibe completes the report.
At the grand finale, the Commissioner for Digital Economy and E-Government, Chimezi Amadi, explained the program's objectives and highlighted its importance. Participants shared their experiences and what they learned during the program.
Imo Kids, it's a program that is quite designed by the ministry and its partners like Raspberry Pi and Scratch. to expose these little kids to technology and how to leverage technology to solve everyday problems in our society. And they have worked together collaboratively as a group.
Guests in attendance expressed their views about the event.
I hope it will continue. I hope it will continue on holiday periods. Bringing up this will be wonderful again.
Great astronauts are going to come out of those children. Great engineers that will bring innovation to the engineering base of Imo State is going to come out of those children. I can see the fire in their eye. Then in the area of IT, not only that you have great experts, from the ambition, the burning fire I see in their eyes, you will have those.
It's on program. I've been able to create many things. I've been able to get many ideas between this few period of time. We are able to use our small materials and create big things.
And I've learned how to build a boat out of carton and using LEDs to program it.
For children in Imo State, programs like this will help them to compete with their fellow children around the world.
Let's turn to the foreign scene for you now. Authorities see an attempt by inmates to break out of a high-security prison in the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Kinshasa, has led to the death of 129 people. Interior Minister Jacquemaine Shabani said 24 prisoners had died of bullet wounds after warning shots were fired in the early hours. Most of the others died from suffocation as a result of a crush during the breakout at Makala prison. On a side note, a mother and her 3 daughters were among 7 people killed in Ukraine's western city of Lviv during a fresh wave of Russian attacks. A baby and another girl were also killed. Lviv Mayor Andrei Sadovi said Russia had attacked with drones and hypersonic missiles earlier in the day. The attacks came as Ukraine reeled from Russia's deadliest single bombardment this year, a strike on a military institute in the central city of Poltava that left 53 people died. The U.S. has charged Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar and several other prominent figures in the Palestinian group in connection with its deadly attack in Israel on October 7 last year. The Justice Department said it was indicting 6 Hamas members with 7 charges, including the murder of dozens of U.S. citizens, conspiracy to finance terrorism, and use of weapons of mass destruction. The criminal complaint covers decades of alleged attacks by Hamas, as well as last October's unprecedented assault. Now time for excitement from the world of sports. With the exit of Christiana Alabi, Abiola Adeshokbe, and Kayode Alabi from the table tennis events of the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games, Team Nigeria's medal hope now rests on Isao Ogunkunle against Frenchman Maxime Thomas in the men's class 4 quarterfinals. 3 Nigerian players exited the medal race as the country continues to struggle in the events in Paris. Newcastle United have left back Jamal Lewis has joined the Brazilian side Sao Paulo on loan until the end of June next year, with an option to make the move permanent, as according to Premier League club. Born in Luton, England, the 26-year-old Northern Ireland was the first British player to play for Sao Paulo. Victor Osimhen has ended his long transfer saga after joining Turkish side Galatasaray on a 4-month loan deal from Napoli as the 6th Nigerian to wear the Cleveland jersey. Osimhen's transfer and his eventual departure from Italy were one of the most talked about during the summer window, having requested to leave Napoli despite penning a new contract in December 2023. Interim Super Eagles coach Austin Eguavoen has expressed optimism as the T-Camp bubbles with 20 players ahead of their Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers against the Republic of Benin and Rwanda. The 3-time Africa champions are set to face the Cheetahs on September 7 before facing the Amavubi on the road 3 days later. And that's all we have for you here on Global Television, and it has been a news cycle coming to you from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We are on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. You can also catch us on Nightcomsat free to air. Kindly follow Global Television across all social media platforms using our Global TV NG and other handles as you now see on your screen. I'm Uyi Agumofwe saying a big thank you to you for watching. At top of the hour, it will be time for Michael Adiko to bring you Big Talk.